Hey, hey, stay 18, stay 18. And it's day 18. We're near the 20s, which means it's the other end of the month. Oh, I've been having so much fun. Thank you, everybody, for your get well soon wishes. Yeah. It's so strange because my head feels like a balloon, if that makes sense. Like my sinuses and like my ears keep popping and stuff like that. But I actually, like, I feel, touch wood, I actually feel fine. Like, I'm not achy or anything like that. I was running a bit of a temperature this morning, but yeah, I actually feel fine within myself. It's just, I think I've got a bit of a head cold, which, yeah. So if I have to keep pausing the video, it's because I'm snoozing. But yeah, thank you, everybody. I really appreciate it. So after yesterday's video, how fun was that? Oh, I love making masterboards. I kind of sat there and I was like, I need somewhere to put this ephemera. I need something to hold it in. So as you can see in front of me, I have got glassine bags, but they're not glassine bags. So we are going to make, I have got some glassine sheets that I brought off of Amazon. So these two are actually made out of glassine, so excuse the mess on it. This is like a little envelope, and this one is a little bag. So these are made out of glassine. It's a little bit thicker, but I understand that not everybody has got glassine sheets and glassine bags are so expensive. But so these three here, these are made from baking paper, which everybody has baking paper, I'm sure, or I hope. They're from, excuse the noise. They're made from baking paper, these two are, and look how cool they could be. They could be glassine bags. Who would know? I mean, and look at that envelope. Oh, it's just so cool. But this one, this gorgeous little bundle of joy here, this is actually made, it is made out of a household product, but it's made out of the loaf pan liners. I was literally just walking around my kitchen and I was like, yeah, that'd work. Yeah, that'd work. Yeah, that'd work. And I know there's lots of videos on how to make glassine bags and glassine envelopes and stuff like that. But I thought I'd do a video so we can do a bit of a mass make. And because they are perfect to go into journals, even if you just want to slide them in and stuff like that. So they are really cool. Especially, that's why I did the one that has got the opened top. So, because things like this, look. Let me get one of my tags that I made yesterday. You can just pop a tag inside, and then, you know, you've got a lovely little hidden tuck spot with like a little journaling card that you can hide and put in your journal. So that's what I thought we would do today. It's quite easy, and because I've got a head full of pudding. That's off of the Swan Princess. I'm sorry. Hold on a minute. Right, I've now composed myself. I'm sorry. I love that movie. I absolutely love that movie, The Swan Princess. And when the baddie turns around and says, "I've got a head full of pudding," it just cracks me up. So yeah, so I thought we'd have an easy one today, because I've got a head full of pudding. Sorry. Might be the cold medicine. Oh, I've got tears. I've got literal tears, honey. Oh. Right, so let's get on with the project. So first off, we are gonna do the glassine because we've got it. I do buy it in bulk. This was off of Amazon. This is quite thick glassine, to be honest. It's kind of semi-transparent. You can kind of see through it. Let me just get, so, but it can you see that? You can kind of see through it, but it is thick. it is thick glassine paper. So let's cut this down because I want some. I've made some nice big ones, and do you know what I love about this project is it just don't have to measure. I mean, you can do if you want, but you really don't have to measure. You can just, it doesn't matter how these are, as long as they're as long as you cut the right bits out and stuff like that, then you know they're going to turn out awesome. So I'm just scoring down. Right, so I'm gonna trim the folded edges with my craft knife, just because it's just easier than getting the scissors out, because the glassine paper is very flappy. So, and then with these two, I think I want a few smaller ones as well. So I'm literally just folding and cutting, folding and cutting, folding and cutting. I'm not measuring at all because I like the surprise. I like the surprise of what size are we going to get this time. Right, so we've got these ones, and then we'll make some, where's the folded side? There it is. We'll make some larger ones as well. So I'm just lining up. And keep these strips, because if you go over these with alcohol ink, they make really cool vintage tape. Right, so then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sheets out of one sheet of paper, which is not too bad. So we're going to do the easy one first. What is going on here? As much as I'm not bothered, you will annoy me. Right, so the easy one is we're going to fold in until they meet. Like I said, no measuring. So just a little gap. Make sure it's straight. Just as long as it overlaps. And then get your bone folder and burnish it down. You use your finger if you want. And then, just straight away. And then we're going to take the bottom and we're just going to fold it up about, what do you reckon that is, half an inch. So like that. Now what I like to do, I'm going to keep the top open on this one. What I like to do is get my, I don't know, do you remember back in the day, I used to go and get penny sweets. And half a penny sweet. I know, I'm that old. Half Mojo's used to be half a penny. Penny sweets, and used to get them in these little paper bags, and they used to have the jagged edges on top. I love those. So my pinking shears, I'm just gonna, it's easier to do it this way, because if you try and do it afterwards, that was real wonky. If you try and do it afterwards, it's just so hard. So I like to fold it over, but not fold it over, just sort of like little crease just in that top corner, because you're going to cut that bit off anyway. And then just cut like literally the thinnest of smidges off. And then, like I said, we've got that fold there. So then we're going to open it up. And because glassine paper just likes to do that, I'm going to turn it over. These are all just like steps that I found make it easier to cut, because this stuff is so easily manipulated, now this is going to be easier to cut. So what we want to do is we want to take out this section here and this section here, but we want to miter this section, because this is the section that's going to be folded upwards. So I'm just going to take a little half a triangle off there, half a triangle off there, and then cut along this fold. Doesn't have to be perfect, because it's going to be hidden. cut off this one. Perfect, except that little bit. There's me going, it doesn't have to be perfect. Right, now, this, if you want a little notch in here, this is the time to do it. So, I learnt this off of Julie, Chameleon Crafts. Love her. I learnt this off her. If you try and cut glassine paper, yeah, your punch is not going to go through it. And if you want a notch in it, definitely do this before you glue it. Check me out. I know, normally I wouldn't. Normally I'd be like, now I've got to put a notch in. So make sure it's in the middle and then just cut, and there you go. Because yeah, your punch won't cut glassine paper. Look, let me show you. You watch it now, cut it. I'm editing that bit out. Oh, right, where were we? That's because, let me tell you, right, this is quite thick, so it's easy to cut. That's why. But I will show you on the baking paper and the loaf foils, the loaf things, that it's not. It won't. The punches won't go through it. I have tried. Right. So now we're going to fold. We've got it upside down. So this is the inside of the bag. So we're going to fold over this side. We're going to glue, and I'm using Barely Arts glue, which is really cool for this. You can use glue stick, or you can use double-sided tape if you want to. The glue preference is entirely up to you. And then on this flap, I'm going to glue down this side. And then when you fold them over, it will be naturally glued like that. And there's the first part of our pocket. Right, and now we're going to glue the bottom. And if you want to, you can just take your finger so there isn't lines and just sort of like smoosh it in like that. And that will help make it a little bit more invisible. Like that, as you can see. See? You don't, if you run your finger down it so it's not a line, it kind of, you don't get the lines. Oh, it's got to be the cold medicine. Today's going to be a doozy. And there we have a cool, quick little pocket. How cool is that? And do you know what would look really good on these as well? You could decorate them. We are going to decorate some. Where have I put my... I've lost them. Here they are. I mean, look, they're so cool. It's so cool just to have a stash. And I've just dropped... I'm dropping everything! Right, so the easiest way I found to do this is... because they do like to bounce up like that. Now, you can either get a load of these and put them in between some books, and that will flatten them out. One of my subscribers said about when she does her coffee dye and she puts it through the laminator. That's an awesome idea. Put it through the iron it. Put it through the laminator. Iron it flat. But what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go down. I'm going to line this up, and I'm just going to get my knife, and where it, see that, where it naturally folds like that, I'm literally, that's where I'm going to cut. There you go. See, that's the bit that curls. And then turn it over and line it up again. Make sure it's straight. And then when you put the ruler down, look, can you see that? Where it's automatically folding up like that. So I am going to go a little bit further down, and then I'm just going to trim it off. Keep these because I bet there's something else we can use these for. I don't know, you could make flowers, faux flowers with them. So yeah, so keep your little bits. And then we have this, and I don't know what it measures. I do know that it's wonky. It's not actually that wonky. Well, I'm impressed with that. The top needs trimming a bit, but we're going to cut the top anyway. So, and because look, it's got a kind of a natural fold to it anyway, but we don't want it that wide. So again, we're just going to fold it over and then fold that over so they naturally meet. And then so you've got a bit of an overlap. Like that. And then I'm just going to burnish it down because, like I said, this stuff is so easily manipulated. It just makes it easier. And then, again, I'm going to just kind of fold over like that. Get my pinking shears. And just trim off the top and the bottom. I got these off of Amazon. They're fabric scissors. I don't think they were that expensive. I think they're about £5-6 or something, but I use them an awful lot. I make stamps with them and all sorts. Right, so again, I'm just going to fold this up about 1/2 inch like that. Burnish it down. And to be honest with you, with this stuff, it's so thin that you don't really have to cut out the bulk if you don't want to. And it will just give you a little bit more stability. So let me show you what I mean. So we're not going to cut the bottom off because it's so thin, it doesn't matter. And then we're just going to glue down there. And then glue down there. Straight to the bottom, from the bottom to the top. And then we're just going to burnish that down. Open it up again because I think I've got a bit of glue on the inside. Like that. Perfect. And then in this flap, just glue. Just glue it like that. And then, I mean, you could just leave it like that if you wanted to. What I am going to do is I'm just going to miter it a little bit. And then I'm also going to take off this little bit here. And then glue all the way across, and I'm just gonna rub my finger along it again. And there we go. There we go. We have another little pocket. And look at that. It looks just like a little sweetie bag. And I didn't put the notch in it. I know. I'm just gonna, do you know what? I'm not even gonna, because in the sweetie bag, some of the corners, these bits always used to come away, didn't they? But how cool is that? And you can put 2 notches in it if you want. And let's have a look at one of our tags in here, because I reckon they'll stick out the top. Yeah, look at that. How cute is that? So there's another pocket. Now let's make an envelope, because these are so cool. Right, so I've got the larger piece, and then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to fold up about 1/2 inch, burnish it down like that, and then do the same this side, just lining it up on my mat. Doesn't have to be precise, it doesn't really matter. So we've got those two, and now we basically just want to do the same thing as we did with the other bags. We want to fold these up, and I think I want quite a deep one this time. So we're going to fold that up like that, burnish it down, and then we're going to fold this down. But we're going to leave a bit of a gap here, otherwise you're never going to get anything in it. So we're just going to fold this to a point where we've got about, say another 1/2 inch, maybe a little bit lower. And then can you see that? So yeah, it's about 1/2 inch, a little bit more than 1/2 inch. Did I fold that wonky? Probably. Tone, you probably did, but it's straight along with the envelope. And then we have this, so we have this little gap here. So we're going to open it up, and then again I'm just going to manipulate the paper so it's flat, because it just makes it so much easier. And then with this one, we want to keep this. This is the only tab we want to keep. So we want to cut these two off, and we want to cut these two off. These are the easiest envelopes I have ever made, and I ever make, because I'm all about the easy. So again, we're going to do a 1/2 triangle up to the crease line, and then cut this off. And then we're going to do the same here. So half a triangle. And then you can do this with your craft knife as well if you want to be more precise. There we go. And then do the same on this side. So half a triangle. And again. There we go. And then we end up with this. Now, what you can do is, what I like to do, because I just think it makes it look a little bit neater. So I'm just going to take off, not too much, because otherwise you're not going to have enough to glue onto these flaps. So I'm just mitering this just a teeny weeny little bit, literally not much at all. And it also solves my right dodgy cutting. But I just think it just gives you, you know, so that when you fold it over like this, it just like that, it just gives you that envelope look. And then with this, I am going to straighten this out, because otherwise that's going to annoy me. Let's put this over, because the top's okay. It's just this little smidge here. There we go. And I've ripped it a little bit, but they, you know, they're supposed to be vintage. Right, so now we know that these work in the punch. I'm going to get my big corner rounder that's got the 20, the 17 and the 14, and I'm going to go with, I think I'm going to go with the middle one. Let me fold this bit in. So you watch this not work now. See? So get your piece of paper, your piece of cardstock, your scrap, and then put it in like that, and then it will, see, it will cut. And then get this one. There we go. And that's the start of our envelope. Right, so take your envelope, and then what you want to do is you want to glue down this line here. And then same on this side. And then again, just run your finger down like that. And then fold up and glue down. And then look at that perfect, cool little envelope. How cool is that? Ah, I love it. I love, love, love it. So we have envelope, envelope, pocket with flap, little envelope, and then pocket with flap, and then 2 other pockets here. So far we have got 8. Let's make some more. Let's make some out of the baking paper. But you can just literally sit here, well, not sit here. Some of you will have a long way to go. You can just sit there with your household products and you can just make envelopes. How cool is that? And then you've got how many in your stash? You can just go and grab them. You're like, do you know what would look really cool on that page? A glassine envelope, a glassine pocket. Perfect. And if you haven't got any baking paper, and this stuff, this baking paper, this even comes in the brown. So it comes in this colour as well. You don't have to use, I'm just thinking of things that you might already have at home. Like if you're a baker and you bake loaf cakes, you're going to have some of these at home. But this baking paper, it normally comes in brown anyway, or it does in the UK. But yeah, get yourself down to the Dollar Tree, Dollar General, Pound Shop, Poundland, Pound World, Pound Stretcher, wherever, or the Euro Shop. I think, what does Action, I think Margreth says it in Netherlands it's called Action. I don't know any from anywhere else, I'm afraid. But yeah, get down to your €1 store and your pound store, dollar store, and grab yourself some baking paper, because you can make some cool bits. I'm just straightening this little bit here, because I don't care what the measurements are, but I do like it straight. And as we know, with baking paper, you can never rip that stuff straight. It's the same as tin foil. It always ends up going all the way down the roll, and then you end up with a big flappy bit, and you're like, oh, what am I supposed to do with that bit now? So there we go. Let's get rid of those. Those in the bin. And then we've got a section here, which we can use to make some cool little envelopes. So this one, I'm going to make 4 out of this, and no doubt I'll have to cut these again and make them straight, because, well, this is me. So again, I'm just taking off a little sliver off the ends, just because I can't be bothered to mess about with the scissors, because it's slippy and slidey. Right, so we've got 4 pieces there, and again, we're just gonna, these are going to turn out into lovely little mini ones. We're just going to fold over, we're not creasing yet, we're just going to fold over until we've got a little overlap like that, and then burnish down the sides. These ones are going to be so cute. And then we're going to fold up about 1/2 inch, 1/4 inch, depending on what size the bag is. Now this stuff is a little bit thicker than the brown paper, so we are going to trim off the bits that we don't need. But first off, I am just going to fold it over, get my pinking shears, and just cut a little smidgen off the top, a bit better than that tone. There we go. And then cut a little smidgen off the bottom. Like literally, look, I'm not even, some of that wasn't even a striplet. Some of it's just like confetti. Right, so now we want to open it up. And this stuff is a lot more transparent than the glassine paper. But I do think my glassine paper is a thick glassine paper. So again, we want to cut off the two ends. So we're just going to go into the middle flap and just half a triangle that side, half a triangle that side, and then take off this little smidge here. And do it again this side. There we go. And then, like we did before, if you want to cut a notch, do we want a notch? Yes, Toni, let's put in a notch. So because this bag is a little bit smaller, I'm going to go with a bit of a smaller circle. And make sure it's aligned up in the middle. There we go. And then we're going to fold this one in. Where's my glue? And then just glue down this line. And then go over to this side and glue down this line. And I'm just going to, again, run my finger gently down it. Fold it over. And then burnish that down. And again, I'm not bothered that it's wonky, because when you think, like, these bags are made in mass, so they're not always made to perfection. And then just fold this up. And there we have another cute little pocket. Oh, I love that sound. Another cute little pocket out of baking paper. How cool is that? Oh, I love it. So we still have some pieces left over. And I have got quite a nice stash already, to be honest. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, I've done it again, haven't I? We've got to have an even 10. But I am going to make a few more off camera. And if I come up with any others, then I'll make them with you as well. Right, so I said I'd come back on. Excuse me. I said I'd come back on if I found another way of doing it. So I made these two. Not this one. That's the same as what I did. Look at these two. Look, they haven't got the join down the back. They're joined down the sides. And then look at that. How cool is that? I mean, you could just stick that in your journal, and then we could have couple of labels, some banners just thrown in there like that, and then put that in there, maybe a couple more labels. I mean, and look at that. How cool does that look? Oh, I just love it. I just love it. So I've got one more piece left, and this is so easy. It is literally so easy, except the fact that this side probably isn't straight, because why would it be? So let's just give it a little trim. There we go. And it's basically, should we do a long one? Should we do another long one? Yeah, let's do another long one. So basically fold it in half. Fold it in half and then open it up, and then fold these up by about 1/2 inch, something like that. Make sure it's straight tone. Well, it doesn't have to be straight, but straight-ish. And these have probably been done before, but it's my first time making them. So yeah, I got a little bit excited. Oh, that's better. My ears just popped as I blew my nose. Oh. Right, so then we end up with this. So what we want to do is we want to take off the bottom one, because these are going to fold in and then that's going to fold up. So exactly the same as before, with just a little bit of a triangle off, and then cut that down, and then again a little bit of a triangle, and then cut that off. And then we're going to do the same at the top, just a teeny weeny little smidge like that. And then we end up with this. So now what we want to do is, well, before we do this, we want to cut a notch. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to, because this is the easiest way I can get my circles centre. And I don't know if this is going to cut out or not. It did. Woo! Because I tried it on another one and I can't find it. It creased. So and then again, I'm just going to smudge the glue round. And then fold that up. Burnish it down. And you've got a really cool little pocket. How cool is that? And you could even do it, I mean, if they were the same width, you could do it so you've got like a little waterfall, like pocket, pocket, pocket. Love them. Oh, this one I didn't do I left the back bit on. So yeah, we now have a fair few. Let me just move all this stuff out of the way. So we have, look at this little envelope. Oh, it's too cute. So we have loads of bags and this little envelope as well. We have some envelopes. We have some more bags. And we have these bags. Envelope, envelope, envelope. And then we have these little slanty pockets as well. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 pockets and envelopes ready to go in your journal. How cool is that? Right, now we're going to decorate a couple. And we're going to use some of the ephemera that we've made. I'm so excited. So I'm going to decorate this envelope because I want to use this. Because I just love it. And I could have it hanging off the bottom. But the thing is, hanging it off the bottom is you're going to struggle if you want, like, how you want to use it. I mean, to be honest, we could stick it down that way and just have it as like, should we decorate this side? You could have the bag hanging off the top, couldn't you? But I do like that. Let's decorate the front. So I want that there, but I want some cheesecloth. Of course. I'm just gonna stretch it out, and then just want to work out how I want it placed. Do you know what? I might use actually a label. Let's have a look. I do like this one though. Oh, that one does look kind of cool. We could put it in the middle. But then this one is awesome with this advert on. Yeah, it's going to be that one. Right, so where's my vintage photo? Just ink round it and give it a bit of distress, and then we're just gonna stick the cheesecloth down like that. And then glue the label down. How cool is that? And you could, if you wanted to, ink up the envelope as well. Do I want another label on it though? No, I don't. But then maybe it was because of the colour of the label was... Oh, I kind of like that. I do kind of like that. I feel like with glassine, it's very easy to go shabby chic. I'm just trying to lift that up because, well, this is me. And then put that down, make sure it's straight. And then glue this label back. Yeah, tend to go very shabby chic. Right, let's see what we've got in here. I do like that. I'm not going to do a lot of distressing. Today, I think. I'm just gonna stick that there. And I like that. Where are my tweezers? Because I'm gonna end up with sticky fingers. Do we want that there, or do we want it? I want it up here. Yep, I like that there. And then just watch it as you're gluing down, because you could distort the bag. What else have we got? Oh, I quite like that. I think I like that there or there. But then we do need something up here. I think we'll put that there. Put that there like that. And then I think we might want like a little butterfly or something, maybe. I think that's too much. Yeah, I think that's too much. I do like that there though. Ah, that just looks so cool. Right, now we need something else. So I'm going to have a little rummage and pull some bits out. Right, so I'm going to use one of Tracy's Art House Whimsies Moths digital kit. And these are printed on transparent paper. So they look awesome. And I'm just going to put that down there like that. Just burnish it down. And then look at that. How cool is that? Oh, I love it. I am, however, just gonna... So it just kind of takes a lot of the shininess away. I am also, if I can find it, where is it? Got it. My boo-boo tape. Now this is boo-boo tape. This is a digital from Margreth, Sevenplaza, here on YouTube. Her Kofi is linked in the description box. So yeah, so you just get sticker vinyl paper, vinyl sticker paper even, the transparent one. Run it through your printer, get the printable one, run it through your printer, and you've got like the best boo-boo tape, best vintage tape. I mean, look at that. How cool is that? It's just so cool. I do feel like, though, this needs, like, some kind of writing or something. Like a stamp or something. Yes, like, it needs, just needs, like... something. I think I'm gonna stick just a random strip down the edge like that, without even anything on it, just like that. Could use a bit of washi tape. We could use a bit of washi tape, Toni. You are correct. You are correct. We could. What have we got? Let's use our Carta Pastel. And I'm just gonna go down this edge over the boo-boo tape. Just like that. And then get my little scissors and snip. And snip. And then look at that. It's just, honestly, the Boo Boo tape and washi tape literally just finishes off a project. I don't even know how it does it. Honestly, it just amazes me. It absolutely amazes me. And I think I might want a little bit down there, but because we're going over cheesecloth, I'm going to put a little bit of Barely Arts glue. I'm just going to trim it straight. Not that I'm bothered if it goes over the ephemera. And then I'm just going to snip it off there like that. And then look at that. That then ties in that down the side. Oh, I just love it. Just burnishing it down with my nail. How beautiful is that? So lovely. Shall I ink it? Shall I? Oh, I don't know. Let's just, well, obviously I am inking it. Oh. Why are you asking yourself questions you know the answer to, Toni? Oh, look at that. How gorgeous is that? Just love it. I mean, even, you don't even have to put it in a journal. It can be used as like happy mail. You know, just put some gorgeous little bits inside. So pretty. Right, let's decorate another one. Right, I think this time we're going to do a pocket, and I really want to do this one. So let's do that. And we still have loads here, but oh, I absolutely adore that. It's so beautiful. It's just so beautiful. Right, so we're going to do this one, and I think we're going to use it as a pocket for our tag, unless we can find, let me just go through, because we have got some journaling cards in here as well, but I think they're going to be like too small. Well, we could put them both in. But what I wanted to do was, let me pick, I don't know if I want to do I think I do want to do that one. What one? I think I'm going to do that one. And then what I'm going to do is, so that's going to go inside, but I need to find my, the tabs I made the other day, because I'm thinking they would go really cool on top. And then that goes in there like that, and that, I mean, you could even have it so that hooks over the top like that. I mean, how cool is that? And you could even put it on the side of a bag like that, because you're not gluing the bag, so, but I am going to put it on top of the tag. I'm going to use this one. Do I want to use that one? Or do I want to use the world one? Oh, decisions. No, I think I'm going to use this one. Yeah, I think I'm going to use this one. So I'm going to work out, because the top is a little bit bigger than the tag. So if we glue it there like that, So we'll just put a bit of glue across there and then down there like that. And then if we put the tab on first, we know we're not going to be finicking around, if that's a word. And then what we can do is once that's down, we can just then glue over the top bit. And then fold that over like that. And then we haven't stuck the flap down, so this could go in here and then it could just hang over there like that. I mean, how cool is that? But first we need to decorate. We need to decorate. So what are we going to put on here? We do have that's pretty cool. That needs to go sideways, so we can't use that. I reckon that's a bit too big, yep. But that's a perfect fit. They're tags. Again, we could use a banner because this is going to be stuck down flat in a journal. But how would that look? Like, how many banners does one person need on a bit of work? Well, according to me, 2. Because I'm using it. I do like that as well. We could go even more. See, how cool does that look? I like that. I like that. I'm doing that. And then that's how many bits have we used now? That's 4 bits. We've no longer got 72 items. Oh, but how cool is it? Because this is the best part. Don't want it that long. Making all the ephemera, and then when you go to your stash and you're like, oh my goodness, look, I've got hardly any left. I need to make some more. But then you're sitting there and you're like, wow, I must have made so much. And that is the best part. Is the absolute best part. Without realizing how much fun you've had creating, that you need to go in your stash and realize that I need to make more stuff. That's not showing up very well on there. I think I'm going to use scorched timber. Let me get my other dobber. That's a little bit better. And then we'll give it a bit of a sand. Oh, I have no words. I mean, if you've got 2 banners, oh, excuse me. If you've got 2 banners on a project, yeah, listen, hear me out. We could have We could have 2 tabs, right? Is that too much? Toni, it might be a little bit. You know, I'm not going to lie. It might be a little bit too much. But how cool does that look? So cool. Right, so I'm going to glue this onto the back of the banner. And I think I might have it like that. Yep. And then we're going to glue. Right, we'll just check and see if we've got any. Yeah, so just a little bit at the bottom will be hanging over. And then let's stick that down there. Hold it down for a minute. My nose is running. Right, I'm not going to put any washi tape on this because we've already got washi tape on it. But I am going to I'm going to have a look for a number. And these are Tim Holtz number strips. I just want a little something on here. Or maybe down there. That. Item number 222. Lovely, look at that. All distressed. Oh, and then we'll just tuck that under there. Make sure the cheesecloth is still underneath. And then look at that. We do need a little something here though. What shall we put there? Don't want filled notes, do we? Nope. See that, but not that colour. Maybe just that, you know, with a couple of snippets. I love doing that. Can you see that? So there is a crease, but the actual sanding marks are only on the ends. So I fold it like that, and then I just go down it. Where's the fold? Come on. I just go down the fold, and then it gives it the illusion of it being all creased, which I love. Do I want some more? Do I? Really, Tone? Are we going that over the top with this? I think we are, you know. I think we are. But I think I'm going to take off that long widgy bit. Oh. I mean, I like it. I do want to just trim the cheesecloth a little bit. I'm going to keep that bit on because I want to put some snippets on here. Right, so let's have a look. I do love these little ones. That could go there. It could go there, Toni, you're right. And it looks awesome there, so let's put it there. Not to cover up the word. Oh, I love these kind of crafts. See that then, it kind of, it's too much. It's too much. Where's that gone? I know I just had a creamy coloured one. There it is. I don't really like these ones because they've got the numbers off the side and they're a bit annoying to cut. We have this one though. I think that looks pretty cool there. Shall I ink it up? Maybe just a little smidge. I'll tell you what I do want on this one though. I haven't done that for a while. Right, now, where do we want it? Up here? Oh, I kind of like it there. Oh, I kind of like it there as well. Oh, no, I think we're going to put it here. Oh, I like it. And then we've got another one, a little one here, look. And that would be perfect for up there. Right, let's give that a little, so it looks like it's in the same family. And then we could just put that one there, like that. I like that. I like that. How cool is that? I mean, it's a bit over decorated, but I don't care. I like it. Oh, see, I pick up this one a lot. I do like that one there. And do you know why I don't use it? Because I didn't cut it straight. And it annoys me, which is ridiculous. And then, doesn't matter if it's not cut straight, she says, after just cutting it. Because you can just go round it with your scissors. And just stress the edges. And that, I really do like there. So I'm putting it there. Oh, look at that. How cool is that? They're both, I love them both, but how different they are. Let's put, there we go. How cool are they? Oh, amazing. Right, so I'm going to have a bit of a tidy up and then I'll be back. So we have this one with 3 of the items of ephemera that we made yesterday. So we've got the tag, which is just so cool. And that has got one of the tabs on that I made the other night off camera. And that the tab and the banner just fit over the bag like that. Perfect. And then we've got one of the banner masterboard pieces along with a label and then just some bits of ephemera. And then we have this beautiful shabby chic envelope, which you could just put down like that. And then, I mean, you could take that top bit off if you wanted to and just glued it on the back. Or you could have it as like, you know, a private note in your journal or something, and just hide it into a belly band or a tuck spot. But we've got those two, love them. And then I just this one was the one that had the ink stain on, and it was annoying me, so I just stuck some ephemera over it, and before I knew it, I decorated another one. So we've got another envelope. This is a video that I did about a year ago, and it's my paper strips. So if you're interested in seeing how I make these, either watch the video or drop me a comment. I could do an updated version if you like. We could do a mass make paper strips, because these are perfect. So you do whole strips, and then let me get my scissors. You can just cut a section off if you want, ink it up, and then you've got a whole tub of these where you just stick it on your project. Or you do what I did, like here, and use it as a strip. I mean, you could even, you know, just use it as a strip. Perfect. You could border something with them as well. Use them as a border around something. I love paper strips, yeah. So drop me a comment if you're interested in seeing those. I know some of you have asked to see the tea bag collage, and that was coming, because that one is so cool. So we have some cool bits and pieces again. So we've got the 3 that we decorated, and then we have a nice little pile here already. I can't remember how many we said we made. It was a 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. So we've got 17 so far in our stash, and 3 that are decorated. How much fun is that? I love this one and this one. I love them all. Oh, so thank you everybody for being here. Don't forget, go and have a walk around. If you don't want to make glassine pockets, these can be made out of copy paper as well, because copy paper is so thin. So you could just make bags out of that as well. Yeah, if you go and have a hunt around your house for your baking paper and all your even muffin, you know, the muffin cupcake cases, they're quite big. I wonder if you could get anything out of them. Probably get a teeny weeny pocket. But yeah, go and have a hunt around your kitchen and see what you've got. Don't forget to tag me in social media if you give this a go. All my socials in the description box, or they are at the end of the video. Don't forget to like, subscribe and hit the bell so you get notified every time I upload a video. And I will see you tomorrow. Happy crafting everybody, and take care. Bye.
Thank you.